How y'all feeling? Do another live for y'all. Just want to touch briefly on a couple of situations that's going on right now in hip hop. Um, you know, Big U has just turned himself in. Um, I'm gonna play the clip for y'all right now. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Dudes really gotta be really careful what we saying on these podcasts, these platforms. Um, be careful who we doing partnerships with, who we conversing with. Like, just be careful in general. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna have a lot going on good for you, but you don't know who's in your circle. You don't know who's trying to bring you down, man. You don't know who your enemy is. You don't know. You don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. So let me just play this for y'all real quick. Big U, you can tell that he's really like going through it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can hear like the hurt in his voice, you know what I mean, as he's doing this live right now. I don't know if they took it down or whatever. Let me see. Let me see if they took this joint down. Let me see. Yeah. Looks like they took this joint down. Yeah. Yeah. He was really you can tell he was really hurt. So it looks like loose cannon. He's been picked up by the feds. I had just seen a video of Big U. He was in a car. He did a live. He was in a car, and he was pretty much turning himself in. He said they raided his house. Feds called his son while he was at football practice. Like, it was just crazy. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube right now. You see how they don't be playing. Turns himself in. Yeah. Here it goes.
Loose Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all fired. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet. All y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying. All of y'all giving these likes and hidden likes. All y'all supporting this.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Good son.
As I said, Mr. Henley is a wide all things.
Okay.
I know what y'all dealing with.
Here you go.
And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about whack. Whack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all fired. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet. All y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying. All y'all giving these likes and hidden likes. All y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wax said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't done nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like you and they go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. because I ain't did nothing.
Salute World, I need y'all to do me a favor and check out my homie Grand Finales to subscribe.
What you saw, put on the door with many claims.
Yeah. So he just turned himself in. He pretty much said that he feels that Whack 100 is working with the feds allegedly, and he feels like he was set up. You know what I mean? And it's really freaked up. You know what I mean? To see this type of these type of situations going on in our neighborhood. You know, um, it's crazy. We don't know if this man was trying to turn his life around, if he turned his, if he turned his life around or whatever the case is. But from the looks of things, he was doing things for the community, and you can only respect that. So he's innocent until proven guilty. We got to give him that. So shout out to it's not even a shout out at this point, B. Be careful what y'all saying on these podcasts, because you guys are incriminating yourselves, y'all putting yourselves in these jams, and it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. And the crazy part about it is like this content that y'all are putting out there is good content. People want to hear your stories. People want to know what y'all did in the past. People want to know what y'all doing now. But it's not worth it if it's going to put y'all in jail. It's not worth it if it's going to incarcerate somebody else. Now you labeled a snitch or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? And be careful, because these people who are hosting these shows that y'all are going on, they bringing y'all on these shows and they asking y'all these questions. And as you answering these questions, they feeding you ammunition. They feeding you, making you feel like you the goat or you the god or whatever you doing. And little behold, you incriminating yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Big U, he was one of the leaders for the Crips gang. I think it was a 60 rolling 60s. So we all know what's his name, young Nipsey Hussle. He was a rolling 60 Crip. The one that killed him was a rolling 60 Crip. Like this is all just ugly. This is all just ugly, nasty business. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy. So we'll see what happens with that, right? We're going to get to this Kanye business. Kanye, he's been on the internet going crazy, calling Jay-Z's kids retarded and like just being disrespectful, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not your business. It's not even that it's not your business. Like, your mother raised you better than that, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't move like that. I ain't gonna front. When I first saw the Twitter posts that he was putting up, I thought it was fake. I was like, nah, this gotta be AI. I don't believe this should be. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm looking, he's continuing to do it. You know what I'm saying? And his mother has to be she has to be rolling in her grave right now, man. Has to be. Donda has to be rolling in her grave right now. This is just unacceptable. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the notification button as we move on. All right? Kanye has always been a little brother to Jay-Z. Jay-Z has always been a big brother to Kanye. I don't know where they went wrong. Kanye says he didn't show up to my first wedding. He feels like Jay-Z abandoned him. Like, he has all of these different emotional feelings, for Jay-Z, and he feels like he was just left out in the cold from Jay-Z. Jay-Z, he's himself, man. He stays in himself. He takes care of his family. He's a husband. Like, he runs his business, and when he don't give certain people attention that they want, that they feel they deserve, they crash out. And that's what Kanye West is doing right now. He's crashing out. But I think Kanye West, to be honest with you, I think he needs to go talk to a doctor. he needs to go talk to a doctor for real. Whenever you start talking about somebody kids and start calling them retarded, and whether if they do have some type of mental illness, mentally retarded or whatever the case is, okay, big deal, bro. Go tend to your kids. You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on, it's like so. But whenever you have somebody doing something like that, they need to go talk to a doctor. They need to go take some medication and relax because you're not being yourself right now. You're not being yourself right now. Oh, if this is just you, then you being you. But you need to talk to a doctor if this is who you are as a person. Because that's just disrespectful. Is that if you don't like Jay-Z, talk about how much you don't like Jay-Z. Talk about how much of a horrible big brother he is. How he didn't wasn't there for you. Like if that's the only way that you can get to Jay-Z, get through to him, because he's not picking up your phone calls, he's not responding to your texts. If you feel this is the only way to get, don't leave the kids out of it. That's my thing. Leave what they say. Leave the kids and the wife out of it. All right? No woman, no kids. This man is just breaking all the codes. He's breaking all the codes. And I'm losing respect for Kanye just for that. Losing a lot of respect for this dude. But, this guy might apologize tomorrow. He might, send a heartfelt apology tomorrow and talk about how he's mentally going through stuff and how he's off his medication and, how the Kardashians did it. Like, this man is just all over the place. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope this man really, like, gets some help. Somebody talks to him. Dame Dash, give him a call. Somebody just talk to this guy because he's just getting out. It's just getting out of hand. It's just getting out of hand. I can't. I really can't. I really can't. Yeah, I wish Jay-Z would show more of his kids too. Like, the two young. Well, he brought the youngest girl. He brought her to the Super Bowl, and we don't see the son. You understand what I'm saying? So, okay, big deal, big deal. Maybe he don't. There could be plenty of reasons why he don't want to bring his son out. Plenty of reasons. Some say the son. He feels he gets nervous in public or whatever. Whatever the case is, so what? Big deal. The man is running billion-dollar businesses. You know what I'm saying? He's taking care of his kids. That's what matter. That's what matter. You feel me? So shout out to Jay-Z for taking care of his kids, taking care of his family, no matter what type of illness, mental illness, or whatever's going on with his sons or daughters, whatever. Like, continue to do what you're doing, bro. Real facts. Real facts. So I don't know if y'all been following the Breakfast Club situation that's been going on. Corey Holcomb, he was pretty much going at Jess Hilarious, and he was just pretty much talking down on her because she left when she took her break from the Breakfast Club for her she took maternity leave. She took her maternity leave. The young lady Lauren comes on. She does an awesome job, but she's saying Lauren's supposed to come on as a producer. This woman came on as a producer. Now she's pretty much, she's doing her thing. She's getting airtime. She's getting, I guess, too much airtime to what Jessica is saying. So Jessica, she's been very emotionally disturbed the past few days. Charlemagne and DJ Envy are just telling her, yo, do not pay attention to these comments on these pages, on these lives, or whatever, because it could really mess up your focus. And I really hope that this woman just just stop and don't focus on those comments. A lot it's gonna Lauren, she said it this morning. She said, I'm a producer and you're the talent. And I don't know if Jessica really felt that or heard that, and that was a that was a big flex for Lauren. Like, yo, I'm the producer, so I can come on this show, I can do whatever I want to do, low key. You know what I'm saying? You're my talent. DJ Envy's my talent. Charlemagne is my talent. Do you understand? So it's like, she has to learn how to humble herself a little bit. Everything does not have to be said on Instagram or any other platform. You can talk the business that they said on the Breakfast Club this morning, or moreover, the business that she said last night on Instagram, that could have been spoken about behind closed doors. Stuff like that does not need to be discussed on your Instagram page. It's just unprofessional. Unprofessional. Completely unprofessional. So, we'll see what happens. She's an awesome comedian, awesome comedian. But me, honestly, I think Lauren does a better job. You know, respectfully, I think Lauren does a better job. Her personality, her swag a little bit. I think there is a segment for Jessica Hilarious on there. I love when she promotes different. She promoted a movie today on Instagram for Tyler Perry that's coming out tomorrow on Amazon Prime, and she did an awesome job. So I see her, doing different things, different segments, but there needs just to be more communication there. Whoever's managing that set, they need to create more transparency and more communication on that platform. That way you don't have people crashing out like that. Okay? So, listen, wrapping this up, listen, you guys, please be careful what you say on these platforms. Do not incriminate yourself. Do not let these podcast hosts feed your head to make y'all feel like y'all, gotta talk about this or gotta talk. If you leave your past in the past, leave your past, because the feds, they locking you up for stuff you did 5-10 years ago. Listen, subscribe to my channel. Okay, we're gonna have much more content. I'm gonna be interviewing a lot more people on the platform. We're gonna be discussing some of these topics some more this month, for the next few days, because this stuff is trending, and every day things is popping up new. We don't know what's gonna happen with this Big U thing. We don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But yo, one love, salute, peace out.